Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Sunday, December 8th, 2024. It is our annual sugar cookie decorating day. It's also a contest. So basically everyone in the family has the opportunity to submit one cookie. We all vote on those cookies, and then there's a prize waiting for the winners, and I have 5 prizes this year. I am going to take you along today and show you the setup, all the preparations for the cookie day, and then afterwards I will do a little sharing video clip of the festivities. I'm not going to vlog while everyone is here. There's too much going on. It's too difficult for me to do that, and I really want to stay present, but I will take some footage. So after the portion where I walk you through everything before everyone arrives, I will have a little bit of a clip. Also, it's important to know that I have Instagram stories that are from years past, and I will have one this year, where you will get to see several years of our Christmas decorating. I believe I have an Instagram highlight of Christmas 2021, 2022, 2023, and now we'll have 2024. So I'll have a link to those in the description box below. They are great. There's so much great content there, and I actually reference back to them. I will share with you that we typically do 2 cookie days, and these are both annual traditions. The first one is a day where we gather at my home and we bake all the cookies except for the sugar cookies, because we have found that the sugar cookies in decorating takes a whole day to itself. And it's just too much to try to do all of the other cookies on the same day. So we typically have cookie baking day 1, which is an annual tradition. And that usually falls the weekend of Thanksgiving. We actually eliminated that day this year because Paul and I were traveling, so we didn't do that. So we're all kind of baking all the cookies that we make for Christmas all on our own. I've made a couple of recipes, and then Kirsten will do a couple, McKenna will do a couple, and then we mix them up. We all utilize them and share them. Then the second annual cookie day is today's day, where it's the sugar cookies that we decorate, and then we have a contest. Paul and I also do dinner at both of these, and they're usually about 2 weeks apart. We schedule our 2 annual cookie days based on when our bonus granddaughter is at her dad's. So my oldest daughter, Kirsten, her husband, Tim, has a 14-year-old daughter, our bonus granddaughter, Kaylee. We always make sure that the 2 annual cookie days fall on the weekends that they have her. So they usually spread out about 2 weeks apart because every other weekend they have her. And these are just wonderful family traditions. I'm really good at it. I have a lot of years under my belt, and I'm really a great host. I know how to entertain well. So today I'm going to walk you through, show you kind of the setup and the prep work that took place. And then again, at the end of the video, I will have a little clip of just some footage that I took while everyone was here. So let's take a look at cookie decorating setup at my home. As I walk you through the setup, you'll get a little bit of a tour of our home decor. Because we're hosting immediate family, they will come through this door, which is the entrance from the garage. And for this party, I actually have the setup for food in our old laundry room. We don't use this as a laundry room anymore. It's more like a coffee bar. This room will probably eventually be updated, and then we will probably turn it back into a laundry room. As you can see, there's only a dryer in here, which I do use that dryer. And then as you go into the kitchen, We are preparing dinner. I will have the recipes to what I'm making in the description box as well as on the corresponding blog post. The frosting was prepared yesterday. So one of the things that I do is I make things in advance, and I'll kind of explain that as we go along, but all of the frosting is prepared. I'm actually going to set it out soon because I need it to get to room temperature. You'll also see that I've divided it up into containers. That's because we like to use different colors of frosting, and you can see I already have the piping bags ready. I use these couplers so that you can swap out the tip. I will have anything like that linked below. I also have an excellent rolling pin where all of your cookies get rolled out, like the sugar cookie dough. It all gets rolled out to the same depth, and that's a great tool to have. So we are set up to prepare for dinner. Everything is organized here. I've got a little area for the grandkids with wipes, washcloths, and their sipper cups. This beverage bucket will be filled with ice and beverages, and I have an antique table that was passed on to me from my late grandmother to put some ice over here. We have cups and a place to put empty cans and bottles. And then this is where the appetizers are going to be set up. I will also have the appetizers listed. Both appetizers are mine, but I passed them off to Kirsten and McKenna. Kirsten is making the buffalo chicken dip, and McKenna is making the spinach artichoke dip. And this is actually a heating pad. So this is electrical, and it keeps your food warm. So those appetizers will go on top of that. I'll have a link to that. And basically, I have everything set up and ready to go here for apps. You can see I have some things to the side here. Here's the living room, family room, great room, whatever you want to call it. And that is all decorated and looking great. I'll take you over here just so you can see the baker's rack, which I have had since the 90s, and I just can't part with it. I love it because it's a great piece for me to display decor with all the shelves. I simply cannot part with it. And here is our garbage unit that we use for entertaining. So there's a little view over here, starting to get some Christmas cards, as you can see, hanging on the refrigerator. I don't get as many as I used to, which is such a bummer. I do love getting them, but it's an expense, and I get it. You have to pick and choose where you're going to put your money. Okay, if we go into this hallway here, we will work our way into the grandkids' playroom. Yes, they have their own playroom. I actually should light these lights. Let me see. Do I have that on me? I think I do. I have a little remote. Let's see here. Come on, we want both of them. There we go. We're in commission. Love it. I will have those sconces linked below. Love this piece, not anything linkable, but here is the playroom, and it is all set up for our cookie day. I have 2 6-foot tables put together so that we can put everything in the center. Everyone's apron is setting out. Those are not new, but I will put a link to a couple different apron sites. I have all of the sprinkles ready to go right here. And I love these little trays that you can put the cookie on, and then you can tip it to put the sprinkles back into the container. So that is great. I'll share with you that when we do our sugar cookie day, I make the dough 2 days prior. So I made the dough on Friday because it needs to be chilled. And then yesterday, Kirsten and I rolled out and made all of the cookies. So they're ready to go. And I really believe that is critical to do that, to streamline things and just make it a smooth transition. I also prepared a couple of other cookies. This one is a no-bake one. It's my holly globs. They'll be linked. These are so good. Trust me, they're not only beautiful on a cookie platter, but they are absolutely delicious. So I made those yesterday. And then I baked my chocolate dipped peppermint cookies, which Paul and Tim got into. And I think Kirsten had one. So these are also a really delicious cookie, especially if you love chocolate as a base. So we are all set up there. I have the Learning Tower, which I'll link that for the grandkids. Oh, let me share this. I have the Cookies for Santa platter ready to go. And this is just a nice place for us to display the cookies. And then we use this board right here to line up all of the cookies that are entered into the contest. And then we carry the board out to the kitchen island and we take a vote. And yeah, it's really fun. So if you go back to my old Instagram highlights, you will see some of that footage from years past, I think especially last year. I have a diaper changing station. I always set this up when the grandkids are going to be here. Paul and I also use it on Fridays when we watch the grandkids. These are little diaper sacks. We always have a garbage can that you can use with your foot, and then anything that our daughters or sons-in-laws will need. And then another thing I do is I bring up a garment rack and hangers so that we can take everyone's coats and hang them up here so that they're not all hanging in the mud hall where people are walking. And then I always bring up this little shelving unit for handbags, diaper bags, any other necessities. I think this is such a nice little touch to do. It just keeps the house kind of cleaned up without shoes being everywhere. If you go down here, this is the mud hall area. And it's also a walking area. There's a lot of traffic because the powder room is right here. So I like to keep it a little bit clean and organized when it's a full-blown party and you have several people coming. Here's a little note just for Paul and I to remind ourselves not to turn the thermostat up too high right before party time. It gets warm when you have a lot of people, so it's just better to kind of monitor that. We may keep it up earlier in the day, but we will definitely turn it down later in the day. You may enjoy seeing the updated pictures of the grandkids, but I'm getting some glare from the sun. This is also a light that I can try to turn on. Do I have the, nope, I don't. I don't have it on me. It'll be kind of hard to see, but these are the updated pictures. And then I have toys set up for the kids, the grandkids, their little kitchen and their baby dolls, and this little play unit here that I've shared many times, but I'll have a link to it. I did start wrapping some gifts, as you can see, under the tree. And this is the Christmas tree this year. so good. All right, the party is over. I don't know what time it is. I'm going to go look so I can share with you. Now is the cleanup. Paul is out in the kitchen. I am in the cookie decorating room. One thing about us is we don't let our kids clean up. The rule is just go home. You have little ones, you have to get little ones to bed. They may need a bath. You may need to pack up their daycare bag for the morning. You guys have to work in the morning. Not that Paul and I don't have to work, but we don't have to tend with little ones. And we've shared with our kids, there may come a day as we get older that we can't do this, that we need the help. But for right now, when you're done, when the party is over, when it's time for you to leave, pack up your bags and just leave, and we will handle it all. So that's what we're doing, is handling it all. Let's see what Paulie's doing. Well, multitasking, watching football. And cleaning up the kitchen. Party. Another good party. Yep. Always good. Always good. Clean up. It's nothing. It's all about the memories for our family. The kids just squealing with delight, running around. It's the most beautiful thing. And 7:35, not too bad. Yes, past my bedtime, but very much worth it. I think a couple of those ended up in Junie's mouth, but it's all good. It's all good. It's not too bad. We bust butt around here, but look at, everything looks so nice. I'm usually better at cleaning up from the kids, organizing that stuff, because I know where things go. Typically, that's how we divide and conquer, Paul and I, and he tends with the kitchen stuff. I will take care of the kiddies' toys, things that he just wouldn't know where they go. And we won't do everything tonight. I'm actually putting things on the table right here to just deal with throughout the week. And again, this is what I do in between clients. When I have pockets of time, if I have 10 minutes, I will tackle whatever I can. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed our cookie decorating day. All of the recipes will be linked in the description box below. My sugar cookie recipe is actually from my late grandmother. It's the sugar cookies I grew up on. They are the best I've ever had. My kids feel the same way. I don't know if it's the sour cream in them, but it's just such a great recipe. I highly recommend you check it out if you're looking for a great recipe. And then my frosting recipe is right on that same document with the sugar cookies, and it's the best one as well. And then I will have a list of all the cookies that we make in addition to the sugar cookies. I'll share with you. We've tried other cookies, but we just go with the best. So I just listed the best ones. For example, the peanut butter blossom cookies, which are such a popular cookie at Christmas time. They're great, and don't get me wrong, we love them. They're the ones with the Hershey Kiss. But at the end of the day, there's just too many other cookies to compete with, so we go with the best. I mean, these recipes are incredible. So if you're looking for some great cookie recipes, check out the library that I put in the description box below. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to check out my Instagram highlights. I will have one from Christmas 2024, but I have a Christmas 2021, 2022, and 2023, and you'll be able to see footage from our past annual Christmas cookie days. There's some great content there. You'll get a lot of great ideas. I will have those Instagram highlights linked. I definitely encourage you to check them out. Share with me in the comment section below if you do anything as a tradition. Do you do the sugar cookies? What type of other traditions do you do with your kids and grandkids? I love to hear about family traditions. It warms my heart. And then don't forget about the Christmas gift guides. If you're looking for some last minute gifts, if you can still get it in, I will have a link to the blog post where you can shop all of the picks that I've created for you this year, along with help from my business manager, Haley. So thanks for being here. Let me know in the comment section below what you're doing this year to start or continue a holiday tradition.